Daily Broadside day 952. I've made a lot of people proud of me in my life. I've had a lot of great moments where people have been proud of me. But no one is more proud of me than the gas station convenience store apps that I have downloaded onto my phone, right? The Arco and Marathon and BP and my favorite, the Circle K. I went on my Circle K app tonight just screwing around. I was trying to find something, and I mean the amount of like support you get from that, I think we could learn a lot from how to treat each other just by how just supportive those apps are. I mean, it's like, man, you did a great job. You've unlocked another reward. Now you're up to 30 cents off a gallon. I got 40 cents off a gallon. Now, it's probably because I have so many vehicles and I put gas in them all the time. I mean, it's insane how much gas I burn through in a month. It's insane. But I got up to 40 cents off a gallon, which most of these apps will give you 3 to 5 cents, after a couple times or whatever. But I fill up so much, I got up to 40 cents. And I know I've said that 3 times, and I might say it again. But the point is, like, 40 cents off a gallon, that's a lot of money. Like, that's like getting, I don't know what excuse me. I don't know what the math is, but, it's, $8 off a full tank of a, truck. What is it? What would that be? It's almost 50 cents a gallon. I mean, that's what 40 cents is. It's sad that I'm having to tell you this, but it's all like, keep it going, man. You're doing a great job. And I'm just like, man, I think I think addicts could benefit from, uh, this situation here. This isn't just resting in my armpit. It's pushing on me. Hey, what are you doing? What is this part here? Just stretch out and put, is that, all right. It cannot be without touching me at all times. It's insane. Anyway, all I'm saying is people that have like self-esteem problems and whatnot, should download like a bunch of gas station apps and just read them, periodically, and it's really supportive, and you'll be impressed with yourself. You'll be like, man, it's what was the guy on Saturday Night Live? I'm good enough, I'm strong enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. It's that. It's the daily affirmation of Guy Stanley. What was his name? Daily Stuart Smalley. Stuart Smiley to Stuart. That's Guy Smiley. That's the Muppet from what is it called? He's a Muppet, but he's not on the Muppet Show. He's Sesame Street. Golly. Anyway, I'll tell you another thing real quick. Probably won't be real quick, but there's a diner that I went to a bunch, like a lot, in my life, but mostly in high school. And it's still to this day my favorite cheeseburger of all time. But the point is like, I mean, I'm not kidding. I've probably eaten there like 4,000 times. I mean, it's just whatever, You walk in and they call you Norm, you know what I mean? Well, anyway, they had on their menu and on the, like, in one of the little, it's a diner, you walk in, it's your typical greasy spoon diner. And they had on their menu, the Rose Company, pork brains, right? In milk gravy. And my buddy and I, ever since we started going there, in like 8th grade or something, it was always like, we should get brains and eggs, scrambled eggs with some brains and all. And I never did it. And I think for me, it's the milk gravy. I could probably eat the brains, I mean, I eat tongue, that's like my favorite taco, la lengua. But, so I mean, what's a brain, but it's the milk gravy. It's the pink, milky, that makes it look disgusting. But I went to the Rose, what do you call it? Rose pork brain website tonight because I wanted to see what else they make. And I think it was Boone's brand or something. It's out of Sanford, North Carolina, which is like an hour from here. And it's listed as a, um, she's crazy. It's listed as a Southern delicacy, which I don't know all that much about Southern delicacies, apparently, because I've never known anyone to eat this stuff, and I've never been anywhere. And I grew up in the South, right? Like it's, you know, I've never been anywhere where anyone served it. I've never seen anybody buy it. I've never seen it in anybody's pantry. I quite frankly don't understand how the Boone's brand, I can't remember if it's Possessive, company is staying afloat because they're selling like tripe and like, it's all this weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like they've got a can. And the other thing is like like they make like St. Louis chili or some kind of chili from up north, Cincinnati chili. I don't know what it was. And then they had like, Brunswick stew, which I find disgusting. But everyone is like Mrs. Pear Tree's Brunswick stew. Am I boring you? Mrs. Pear Tree's Brunswick stew, and then Rose pork brains, and then it's like Stafford's tripe. Like everything's got its own like brand name, and I don't know why it's not. None of it's called Boone's brand. I don't know what's going on over there at the factory, but these people are crazy. But the point is this, okay? There is no point. That's typically the point with most of these stupid videos. But what I'm getting at is like, what part of the creation of that company did they think, this is what we'll stand on, Now I get there's probably not a lot of people knocking down the door to make pork brains, for example, or canned tripe. I bet that factory stinks so bad. Something just tells me, right? But it's like, what are they doing in the board meeting? They're like, what's ABC company doing? Like, there is no ABC company. Like, no, we're the only people that make pork brains in the Western Hemisphere. I mean, that's got to be the answer, right? So, like, you don't. I mean, what do they even charge for that stuff? I mean, it ought to be free. But I don't know. There's something about the phrase "milk gravy" that turns me off. But I've never known anybody to eat it. I've never known anybody to buy it. I don't know how. You see these claws? Those are trimmed, and it's still just like Freddy Krueger. This dog is crazy. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. You've broken my concentration. I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? Say what? One more guy. Anyway, I'll leave you with that. But let me know if you've eaten pork brains, or more importantly, know anyone who has. I get it.